Hello everybody and welcome back to part 3 of my Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs playthrough. And we are in the boiler room. And all sorts of weird noises are already going on in the background. We've just gone down from the top part. There was nothing special up there, nothing really of interest. And let me have a look. What do we need to do here? There's two boilers and I think only this one is burning. So I think we'll have to put some more coal in here, right? That would make sense, I guess. Is that all, or is there some more coal? There's one more bit. Let's try and get this in here as well. I don't know how many pieces we actually need. Oops. And yep, okay. Is there anything we have to activate, or is that good? Looks like we are done here. Piston control room. Okay. Let's see. 2 and 4 are running. 6 is currently not running, so I guess we'll have to do something about that. And the same here. 1 and 5 are running. 3 is down. So 3 and 6. Okay, same procedure here, I guess. Is that enough? It's like it. What? Oh, 6 is in here somewhere. 5 and 6, okay. Right, there's a bit of coal. I guess we need at least another one. Maybe, yeah, around here. And let's get this fired up. And I do not know what is going on right there. Sounds like all hell is breaking loose. And what is this over here? No entry to the under pistons when machinery is at rest. Okay, why would it be dangerous if the machinery is at rest? It would make more sense that it's dangerous when everything is running, right? That is just my theory. Right, we also have some new journal entries from the looks of it. Lily's arms are made of steel. Lily's arms are silent. The pistons are silent. The plant is at rest. I must poke the hornet's nest to open my way, I fear. The scale of these engines suggests a far greater works than is visible from the surface, so my friend must be correct and a large part of this plant is underground. We are close to the Thames. No wonder flooding is such a risk. Fire and steel. The fires are stoked. Assuming the same architecture is responsible here as with the chemical plant, I surmise that a centralized control system regulates and operates these the pistons. It should be a simple matter of finding it and hoping the saboteur relented after simply extinguishing the fires. Alright. So, why is... I don't know what's going on. My mouse got stuck here for a second. Stuff is happening. Okay, so I guess this is a huge ass piston. Okay. So I guess all the machinery is now working and we can proceed downstairs. Damn, everything is so loud. It's really blaring in my ears. Okay, we are now in the lower part of the engine room, or the piston room actually. There's something around here. Oh, I think I barely see something moving right there. Yeah. There is something right there in the middle there, where my mouse cursor is. I have no idea where I have to go, fortunately. And it's really, really dark as all heck. I don't know. I think I can barely see the pig down there. Where's it going? I think it's coming back. I think I have to get by the man pig or whatever we want to call it. Oh shit. Okay, running. I think it saw me. I don't know. Alright, so... there's the pig. I don't know where to go, honestly. Is there any way downstairs or something? Oh, look at that. Alright. Another journal entry. The descent continues. What did that dark voice instruct me to do? Under the pistons, into the tunnels and onto the bilge pumps, and if the doors should be locked. I will have to find another means of descent. I cannot trust him, but my path is set. I shall ignore those noises. That snuffling, those shuffling steps below me. I will brave whatever lurks beneath, and I will save them. Okay. Do I jump down here? I guess I have no other choice, right? Okay, I'm going for it. Got stuck there. Compound X storage, danger known, naked flames. Okay. Seems like that stuff is highly explosive, or flammable at least. And we seem to be right there. Oh, new note, April 30th, 1899. The crate arrived this morning and I had it delivered directly to the workshop. The body is remarkably preserved, although there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape but has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed with evidence of substantial muscle mass and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether this unfortunate is the recipient of some barbarous surgery or was born deformed, and an attempt to force his gnarled body into some semblance of humanity was made. What he is I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him and suspect my great-uncle's presence in his curious condition. Oh, so there's talk of an orb right there, so maybe there is a link to the first Amnesia, because in the first game there some kind of magical orbs played a very big role in the entire plot of the game. So I guess there is some kind of a link between the Dark Descent and the Machine for Pigs. Anyway, so it can be done. We can reshape the body into a tool, accelerate the processes of Mr. Darwin's evolution. But here my great-uncle and I part company. He chose man as the subjects of his experiments. But men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, we require a new creature for our chattels. Loyal, clever, strong, easily sated. Alright. So... okay, right, so where do I go? This is locked, and the other one was locked as well. No, there's no way through here. Maybe the other way then? Right. There's some stairs here. This is locked. Chemical transportation danger, okay. So do we take this elevator then, maybe? Yeah, okay. In the nest of eggs, through pennies, sixpence barrels and doves, see all the angels weeping above. There's no more forgiving, there's no one to save, for the day darling Lily goes into her grave. So where does this elevator actually lead us to is the question. Okay. Okay. So the elevator crashed, or what just happened? Yeah, can open this. Yeah, seems like the elevator crashed.
Quickly, Mandus, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
Okay, another mysterious phone call, and we've got another journal entry. Sabotage, bruised and battered but alive. I have survived the saboteur's best efforts. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle, but I am driven to find my family, and I will prevail. Ignore the madness about me. Do not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts have been committed here. Find the way to the bilge, drain the flood, free your children. Right. Okay. 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 Do I have to go through here because that's locked? Maintenance access. There's clearly another passage beyond the locked gates. It seems I have a choice of approach. The padlock is old but firm, and after that fall I cannot summon the strength to break it open. Perhaps I can find another way. Another way to break open the lock will maybe corrode it if you don't have the strength anymore to break it open. But we've got another note here, July 15th, 1899. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required or the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate and using incineration or risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part Brennenburg infusion vitae. Okay, so there is definitely a link between the first and the second game, because our first game actually took place in Castle Brennenburg, with the owner of the castle being, I think, Alexander Brennenburg. Don't quote me on this, but I think he was definitely called Alexander. Anyways, so 1 part Brennenburg infusion vitae to 1 part ergon monad dispersal fluid is sufficient. This can then be administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body it's highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities of metal. Well, there you go. Well, what did I say? Right, so oh, what do I see glowing there? Oh, that's just a lamp. I thought maybe that is some kind of chemical, because in games and in movies all chemicals have to kind of like be fluorescent and shine and bubble and whatnot, when really the smallest number of chemicals actually do have any such property, really. Wasn't on a note, right? The centrifuge, it's some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks of the foul fluids I have seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of 2 composite ingredients. I should wager I would find them close by. Okay, so how do we go about this? Low temperature storage. Holding pens. Holding pens doesn't sound too comforting, because okay. Was that a hallucination or what the fuck was going on there? Okay, no, I can't. Oh, there's another note. A warning. Inflamed it is, burning it does, bleeding from each hole fore and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement. My lungs are in my vomit. I pass clots of my organs now onto the filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I did drink it. I did do that because of the changes they ripple in on me. My teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all, gather what I can, push them back into my grey gums with my fingers, but the nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says, it'll help the running of the fever, because not us all can take the change. On the other table, a beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shit so much blood and still live? Okay, that sounds disturbing. And off you go. Right. Is that actually enough, or do we have to go to the holding pens? I don't know. Is this this kind of crackling of electricity? Oh! Oh shit! Fucking hell! Oh!
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Ooh, okay, that scared the shit out of me. So, is that enough? I guess not. What? We need 2 more? Fuck's sake. Okay, holding pens it is then. Certainly don't want to go there, but I guess I don't have any choice, right? Okay, let's do this. Silence, do not startle or upset the acquisitions. Okay, this is locked anyway, so no need to go in here. Okay, this is another one of those elevators. I don't like this, I have to say. And another note, August 20th. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I've ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, we give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas, I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You're my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. Okay, so somebody's using this weird mixture they've been brewing up to kind of like make
Over there, place it in the corner.
people into these man pigs.
You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
What the heck? This is locked. Okay, this way then, I guess. Oh, fucking hell! Shit. Okay, never mind. This was just an imagination. Yeah, this is locked as well. Another phone call.
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
So, is there anything of interest? Doesn't look like it, right? I don't see anything. This is locked. There's another one of those pipe things. And off you go. I guess I have to go through here, but first I'll have to shut down the steam, right? Seems like the two boys just made an appearance. Or at least in the imagination of Mandus. And another note, August 4th. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced, however damage incurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps yes, it is after all known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Okay. Can I actually fit? No, I can't fit another one of these. I don't need to anyways because I already sent one off. But I think I need a third bit because there were actually 3 thingies there. Right, yeah, one is empty. Oh, but the can only fit it here, right? Oh, right, so this one is where this... okay, I understand. The third one is basically just where the mixed compound gets filled into. Right. Okay, so I guess I'll take this. I don't know how a centrifuge serves the purpose of mixing 2 compounds, maybe with a vacuum, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. And this should do the trick, right? Oh, right. I have to shine the light on it because it said it needed like a certain light source to be activated. Okay. So far so good. I don't know why the lights are flickering. A heady brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing. A witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass. A strange choice unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with the so-called Compound X. I should investigate further for clues. Well, glass is more sturdy than you would assume. Most metal corroding metals won't actually do a thing to glass or ceramics for that. To be quite honest. Okay, let's climb down here. And down we go. This leaking world, the bottle of gin was empty, sleep seemed impossible. Above the skyline of London he could only see the temple rising into the smog. Right, so we have entered a new part of this whole factory complex. I think we had a nasty fall right there into the tunnels there, and oh, there's already some bones here. Alright, I think I'm going to end the episode right here. I'm going to pick this up in the next episode right here, because this seems like a good ending for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in one of my future videos.